Welcome, one and all, to episode 16 of Queers and Spears, World of Saluna, the all LGBT and ally podcast here on twitch.tv/deathlighttv. Also on Spotify under Q&S World of Saluna, Amazon Music, Podbean, and Google Podcasts. So if you guys are not caught up, you can check us out on YouTube or on any of those streaming services. Last week we went to the club under the moon cycle. We had some fun and players went against each other, and our guest star turned into a permanent party member. Having received a note at the end of our last session, our lovely friend Ari got the directives to continue on with the godlets, as the godlets would lead them to the skirmishers and to other things that are held dearly to them. And we met our last and final party member, Kuma, who was the champion of the club who had won against Gristle, who had held the mantle of champion for 25 years before that. Our party has come to learn that Gristle is not of this plane, and Riona come to learn that Gristle is not her name, yet she goes by it anyway, and her name is Vera, a powerful, blessed warrior that is married to Hank, our friend from Farius. So, as our lovely, gallant godlets stories grow, we can't wait to see where they go next. And after a long night and a early morning, we will start with our friends waking up. And we will start with
There's someone in.
Dream.
Oh.
Dream.
Yes. We'll continue this later.
You left off last session by ending it going to bed with...
Did we make it to the bed?
Did you make it to the bed? Did you? That's the question.
We were in the ring. What happens if the ring stays in the ring?
Dream had picked it up upon themselves to flirt with Luster the Backbuster.
Why wouldn't he?
And that's his legal name. That's his legal name.
That's his government official name.
Dream's gonna marry him just to be a dream backbreaker. Sorry. Go on.
Yes. So Dream, I want to start off this session with a flat D20 roll to see how your night went.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
So I could get prepared. I'm nervous. A lot is writing on this. If you know what I mean.
Well, something was riding on something, but...
Something was riding on something, but that's to be left to the imagination.
I need Tony so early into the night.
Someone doesn't...
I mean,
why not?
Yeah, that was me.
Listen, if there's anything Dreams would be good at, it's probably fucking.
Yeah, honestly.
Let's hope.
This is the one role he needs to succeed on.
He can't fight, so he can fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Mother... He got a 4!
Okay.
Quick, add a 0 to it, just for whatever.
Okay.
Please.
Wait.
Eric, if you remember, I'm still ringside coach. I'd like to be this ringside right now.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Yes, absolutely.
Um,
We're there coaching them.
Coach Dream into having sex.
Okay, I accepted.
Dream because I love this so much, and because I did not
does
expect
Dream.
Caliber to take this step. Do this roll with advantage, so give me another
Yes, shame.
D20 roll.
I want to give you Bardic too.
Do you really believe in me? All right, hold on.
I'm just picturing the Caliber like his head's
I
going
just,
through
like,
the wall,
barged
just
into the
crouching
room.
on there.
Yeah,
Thinking
that
like
ca- actually,
some-
what did you get?
I don't know yet. I'm nervous. 17!
Did you roll the
Hey,
Bardic?
add-
Yeah!
You can
I
add Bardic
didn't
if
roll
you
the
want.
Bardic.
You want to be
Oh,
good
okay.
at it. You know.
How do I do the Bardic?
Uh, it's something special because I got modes of potential. Ability check. Bardic inspiration can be rolled. Okay, you just get advantage on the Bardic die too.
Okay, so roll.
So
It's
you
a
roll
D6.
twice. Take
Yeah.
the higher number.
Okay. Okay, rolling a d6. Okay. Woo, I'm nervous. Dream's nervous. He's the one with a lot going on.
Yeah,
This his
he's,
reputation.
He's got a lot going. He's got a lot riding on his ass.
Okay, I got 4 of the what? I got d6. I got a 4. So I just keep rolling.
You can. Did you roll 2 or just 1?
Just 1.
So you can
2
roll another
D6,
one. You can roll
Okay.
another one just in case it's higher.
Okay. Okay. Come on. He says to himself. He's like, come on, drink. He's like trying to psych himself up. 2. So the other one was a 4.
So you
it's
got a
higher.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on to the other beds.
What's my... Thank you.
We're just going room to room when I hear fucking and then
Oh
charge him.
god.
Honestly, what a hero.
Oh my god. Wow.
Why?
I didn't expect that. Dream, you had a great time. And you're a lot less sore than you expected to be being with a Goliath.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
But you're also the first one down in the tavern in the morning. So what are you up to before your friends get down here?
Oh, okay. So he definitely sneaks out before Lester does. He sneaks down into the bar, and is there anybody like at the bar right now?
Yeah, Vala's there.
Aval's there. Okay, he's gonna roll up. He's gonna sit down. He's gonna very quietly. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Do you have anything like a kind of like a pick me up, kind of like hungover?" Do you have any
Vala looks at you and goes, "You want liquid lightning, don't you, kid?"
that obvious?
I mean, your one friend literally came over and asked me to make it last night.
Look, I'm not asking for a whole one here. I just want a little bit to take the edge off. Just
Hey,
a little bit.
You see, she like makes a drink behind the bar and like slides it to you. It's on the house.
He's like, no shit. It's like, thanks. And he nods and he downs the drink.
Give me a D6 roll.
Can't believe-
All right. I need to change this acceleration. Okay. We got a 6.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Liquid lightning.
He's dead.
Oh no.
Cool.
Dream.
Yes.
As oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. As
Use your vocabulary. I'm dying over here.
Dream might be too.
Dream, as you drink this entire thing, 5 seconds later, you feel your heart stop and you drop to the floor.
You do it dramatically?
Describe to me what this feels like to you, Dream.
Feels like his soul is leaving his body. He's got so many conflicting emotions right now. A lot of grief he's still dealing with, and like his head is throbbing. But for one glorious moment, it all goes away, and it's nothing. And he takes one more breath. He goes, and he collapses to the floor.
Now, the way I'm going to do this is Dream is technically in a modified initiative. It's going to be luck roll, Dream, luck roll, Dream.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dream, give me a luck roll.
Okay.
That's a flat D20. You don't add anything to it.
All right. We're gonna do it right now. It's gonna be slow, but I'm gonna change my acceleration real quick. So,
Okay.
We got an 18.
An 18.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to make a roll really quick.
You do it. Never.
To see who comes down. Kuma.
Yes.
You come down the stairs as Dream collapses to the floor. Now,
Okay.
you are new, you don't really know these people, yet you're watching one collapse to the floor. Give me a medicine check.
Oh, what is that one?
It would be a D20 plus your medicine modifier, which if you don't have proficiency, would just be your wisdom.
Okay, hold on a second. I forgot how to use a computer.
Happens to the best of us.
Where would the... Oh, okay, so you said D20 and then whatever my modifier.
Yeah, so if you're on D&D Beyond, you can click the modifier number next to the
Okay.
medicine.
17.
You can tell that Dream is not breathing,
Okay.
and that he's completely limp.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Is CPR a thing?
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if it's called CPR in this world, but it's a thing.
I
Medically,
I
it makes sense.
it does, and I like that Kuma and I are both CPR certified, and that's our first thought.
what would that be rolled as?
That would be another medicine check.
Okay. Oh god. I don't like this stress.
Welcome to D&D, baby.
Sitting here like, okay.
Of
Make
all-
last you see of Mr. Dream.
No.
That was a 7.
A 7?
Wait.
Oh, you have advantage, Kuma.
Oh.
Roll that D20 again and add that modifier.
Oh, what's the modifier?
It's the same thing as the
Okay.
medicine check before.
Just do it again.
Mm-hmm.
12.
12.
How many times can I give advantage?
Huh?
How many times can I give advantage?
Once.
Can I give
I have
advantage?
a lot of points,
I don't know
damn
what
it.
Huh? Do you
Can I
have
give
enough?
advantage?
Do you have enough points to do it? It's
Oh,
a
wait,
chat
probably
redeem.
not. Oh, that thing. Probably not.
So, Kuma,
Yes.
you are doing these chest compressions. That's what I'll call them because I don't think they're called CPR in my world. I don't know what they're called. I didn't think this would come up. You're doing
Apologies.
these, but you feel that they aren't working. Dream, give me a death saving throw.
Oh my god.
Fuck it. Where's the death saving roll?
It would
Stupid.
just be a D20.
Oh, you got it.
You want above 11.
Okay, y'all. He got a 4. And
That
true
is-
Dream fashion. And his death
That
is rolling low.
That is a fail.
Fuck. I can't believe he's gonna be taken out. He's an anti-drug warning. He's
Dream.
Dick so good it killed him.
Dream.
You can't save this dick by giving it CPR.
died as he lived, being fucked by the world.
Reese's Puff,
Oh my
Reese's
Jesus.
Dream.
Ain't nobody gonna
Give me another luck check with advantage because Kuma is there giving you chest compressions that aren't working.
2 D20s then.
Yes. 2 D20s.
Y'all, if he rolls 2 4s, okay, we got 111, and we got
Beats it.
1 3.
Kuma, what's
Okay,
right now?
hold on.
Oh my god!
Hold on. The 11 was enough to get you another person down here.
Thank fuck.
Oh my god.
It's someone
My
with a
heart
healing-
stopped.
Opalyn, you, for once, are not the last one up.
Ugh.
As you walk downstairs, you see Kuma on top of Dream giving these really awkward and bad chest compressions.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's called life-saving chest compressions. It helps keep someone from dying. Do you know how?
What?
I
Opalyn's gonna rush over, and she's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh!
Dream,
Yes.
you feel magic. Actually, I'm not going to explain this. Opalyn, how does your magic feel?
Well, then I gotta roll to see how many points I get back. Okay. So it's gonna be 9 hit points. And her magic, her healing magic anyway, feels almost like a gentle current over your skin, like you're just wading in a nice warm pool.
So, as life settles back into his chest, he awakens with a gasp, and very faintly you can hear him mutter the word ash as he kind of like slowly opens his eyes again and looks around. He's like, did we all fall asleep with each other? What happened? I'm confused. And he's
So am
gonna sit
I.
up. He's like grabbing his chest still as he kind of like gets a bearing in his surroundings, and he realizes what happened. He's like, she tried to kill me.
Not me!
No, not you, her. And then he points to the woman behind the bar who gave him the liquid lightning, immediately selling.
Did not try to kill you.
What was in that liquid lightning?
I just made
something
what
important.
I made what you asked for. You just got to the shit end of the stick.
Listen, I can handle my shit.
Liquid lightning is different, darling.
Give me some more of it, and I'll see if I can handle it again.
No.
Oh,
I tend to not give somebody a second chance with liquid lightning when they die on the first one.
Everybody dies a little now and again.
Your
The
other
important thing is that I'm
friend,
back.
though,
Yeah.
reacted rather well to liquid lightning.
Oh.
I think I still have haste.
You do. It hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Also, Dream's gonna kind of like he like shakes his shoulders off because he's a little disgruntled, and he kind of like looks at Open. He's like, "Thanks," or whatever.
Don't mention it.
Okay. He's just gonna straighten up his shoulders again and straighten out his clothes, which is very much still the caliber tunic. And yeah, he's gonna settle himself back at the bar and this time just ask for water.
She gives it to him. Darling, you shouldn't chug drinks you've never had before.
I've had it before, just
Hmm.
not all at once.
No one should drink it all at once. Who told you should do that?
My head sometimes tells me to do stuff.
Don't
We've
listen
all
to
been telling
that.
him not to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Well-
If you're not to listen to the voice inside your head, who can you listen to?
No one.
Exactly.
I'm sorry you almost died on my floor, but that it is your fault you chugged the entire drink and didn't
I'm
sip it.
sorry, I blamed you for killing me. That was not cool.
No,
Why did you do nothing though?
Yeah, why didn't you try to save me?
When Jane collapsed, why did you do nothing?
Yeah, why didn't you?
I enjoy a little
Killer over here tried
chaos.
to help me.
I enjoy a little chaos in my bar sometimes.
Well,
And also, your other friend came down and started doing stuff, so too many hands get in the way sometimes.
oh yeah, we've all been there. It's okay. Just how about you just give us a round of drinks and some breakfast for free and we'll call it square.
I mean, that was all already free.
Oh well.
Did Gristle not tell you before she left?
Perhaps. Then we'd like to take some leftovers to go for free.
That can be arranged. I mean,
He, like
they're leftovers. Why would I make you pay for them?
he kind of like slaps his hand on the bar top and he's like, "Okay, my job here is done." She said she'd give us food to go for free.
Vala kind of
for saving my
turns.
life.
Vala kind of turns to Opalyn and goes, "He's not very smart, is he?"
I haven't known him that long, but it doesn't seem so. And then Opalyn's just kind of like gonna reach over and like lightly pat Dream's shoulder and just be like, "Do you want to go back to bed for a little bit?"
He sighs. He's like, he shakes his head. He's like, "No, I can handle it. I can handle my stuff.
Well,
I'm alive, aren't I?"
barely. But, Madam Opalyn, your friend, your other Triton friend, said he was going out to fetch tickets to an air shuttle and a wagon. And he told me that you would really appreciate a cappuccino when you woke up. And I have that prepared for you if you would like it.
Liza is so good to me. I would enjoy that, yes.
Well, it seems to be a good thing that there are good men in this world. He wasn't half bad looking either. And she you see, actually, give me a perception check, anybody sitting at the bar right now.
Oh god. Opalyn does have good perception.
Dream apparently doesn't have good anything, but I'm still gonna try it. Oh, he got a 19 or 28 actually. 19 plus 9.
Jesus.
Well, he's perceptive.
Wide awake now.
Opalyn got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm rolling.
Yep.
26.
Jesus, you all see this. Vala is not walking when she turns to go get the cappuccino. She is floating along the floor.
Is she a ghost?
She possessed.
Caliber in disguise.
And with those
She related to Caliber?
high scores, you can see that parts of her body are translucent in the right light.
She's a ghost.
Is it just me or is that kind of hot though? It's a little bit.
She brings the
Right.
cappuccino back to you, Oplin, and looks at your friends and goes, "Shall I get you anything else?"
I'll take some bread and cheese, please.
Of course. You see, she her almost fair demeanor that she's been talking with leaves her as she yells that back into the kitchen for you.
Please.
And she looks at you, Kuma, and goes, "For the champion."
Appreciate it.
And as you all are sitting there, Caliver makes his way down.
Just for a minute, I need to grab some water, and I need to go back up to room 24. They're getting into it.
Oh no.
That couple's here every week. That couple's here is every weekend. So
They need some coaching.
I would think so. They don't sound like they have too good of a time, but they're trying, and that's what counts.
So I'll take 3 glasses of water.
And that's it.
Yes.
3 glasses of water it is.
Maybe some salt and maybe an old and young priest, but that's for later.
I've never heard. I'm quite interested in what that request is for. I can't really fulfill that request for you, but I can give you the salt and the water.
You know what? I'll just take the water.
She gives you a tray with the 3 glasses of water on it.
All right, thank you. I spill one of them on the floor and I walk back upstairs.
Why are you doing that?
I am confused, but I will not question. And she comes back. She gets you guys the food, brings it to you, and Ari, what are you doing this fine morning?
That's a good question. I think Ari has kind of been sitting over the letter that they got the night previous.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of going over it, a little bit in disbelief. There's a lot of emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just kind of sitting there with the letter, because I don't think they got a chance to tell anyone about the letter yet, or did they?
They did. I mean, unless you told them while you all were upstairs in the tavern before you went to bed.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure Ari probably would have done that. Okay, yeah, so I think just a lot of emotions, for Ari. And I think they're probably still up in their room, kind of just sitting at the edge of their bed, kind of stamping their foot on the floor, tapping it. Just kind of talking to themselves, kind of well, I suppose there's no time like the present, and they get up and they dress themselves and they walk downstairs and are just trying to kind of keep as composed as they can, even though underneath them they're all of their nerve endings are on fire right now.
Awesome. You guys sitting down at the bar see Ari making their way down. If you all would like to give me insight checks, you can.
Dream got a
I-
nat 20 plus 6, so 26.
A nat
Damn.
20?
I have a total of 9.
9.
Boy, be
Flynn got a
perceived.
13.
Kuma's like in this breakfast, not paying attention to nothing else.
Bread cheese, man, food of the gods.
Better be hungry.
Dream. As somebody who's going through a lot of emotions right now, you can tell when someone else is going through them. You see the emotions written all over Ari's face.
He kind of like looks down at his food for a second as though like contemplating, and then after a second he kind of is Ari still across the room, or is Ari next to them?
Ari's at the bottom of the staircase, which is probably about like 10 feet from you.
Oh, Dream stands up and he's like, "Be right back," and he just kind of like quietly excuses himself, which I doubt anyone notices as he slips kind of to the stairs, and as he's kind of passing Ariandri, he stops at their shoulder and he's like, "Hey, you okay?"
I think Ari, when they came down the stairs, was probably a little bit like lost in their own thoughts, and so when Dream bumps them, they kind of like startle a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm okay. I just have a lot of emotions right now about this new assignment. It's not that I mind accompanying you guys at all. I'm just and I think Ari's kind of like tossing and turning about whether to tell Dream what's going on or not. Because this is very sensitive information for Ari. And they're just kind of like they've kept it to themselves for so long, so many years. And I think they kind of like lower their voice and they kind of like lean into Dream and they're like, just between you and me, there's it seems the city guard has found someone I've been looking for quite a long time in the company of the skirmishers, and I'm not quite sure what to do with that information.
You want to go find them?
Oh yes, absolutely. I intend to. I mean, as far as I know, they should be in the capital of Aditya, which is where we're heading anyway, which is the where the headquarters of the skirmishers are, so it seems likely I'll find them there, but I'm worried what I might find.
Dream is hit like an unreadable expression crosses his face, and he sympathizes with this, and it hits him kind of in the chest, just hearing those words repeated back at him, his own fears and insecurities he once had. He's just like, word of advice, don't keep waiting. If your gut tells you gotta go now, we gotta go now. Listen, I know you don't know these guys very well. Hell, I don't either. But one thing I can tell you is that if you need the help, they're gonna help you. And if the skirmishers had got this person you care about, there's no waiting. We've gotta go on the road now. And his voice kind of cracks and he clears his throat. Like, if you're afraid of what you might find, then there's no time like the present. You're not going to get memories back. So, yeah, I know you don't. If you don't feel comfortable telling the others, that's fine. But if you need help, I can help you.
I think Ari is taking in what Dream is saying and just kind of stops for a second, and a very small smile comes over their face, and they're like, I appreciate it, Dream, truly. And you're right, there is no time like the present, especially if the person I need is waiting for me there, or if they need my help, or God knows what. But I assume we'll be making our way there post haste. So I'm, you know, I guess we'll see what happens when we get there. And I think for now I'll keep this between the two of us because I know as much as important as this personal mission is for me, I know that you guys have a greater mission in store for you, and I wouldn't want to get in the way of that.
We fuck the greater good. I know that's, we're all trying to be gods here, but the people we care about, all the other shit, that's what's making us the gods we are, not like the greater purpose. I don't care what the hell anybody says. I'm just saying, I won't say anything to anybody else, but just know, if you want to kick some skirmisher ass, I'll be right the fuck there with you. And he says it kind of
Ari,
he's feeling it.
oh, he's feeling it. He's pumped.
With his 9 HP.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think Ari kind of gets like a wistful, almost like heartwarming smile over their face, and they're like, "You're right. Thank you, Dream. I very much appreciate it. And I'll be right there beside you, kicking as much skirmisher ass as my wings can allow me to."
Too, and like the half smile with the little fang poking out, anime grin.
No, he's so cute.
Okay. Nods, and he's still kind of like that information kind of hit him, kind of reminded him of Ash, and so he's just going to be like, "Well, I'll let you get to it. Word of advice: don't ask for the liquid lightning." With that,
Ari kind of like looks at him and like kind of like chuckles a little bit, and they're like, "Oh yes, I learned my lesson very young with liquid lightning. I don't think I'll be touching that for quite a while." And my cat is sitting on my dice, but can I make an insight check for Dream to like kind of maybe see if I could see that what's troubling him about Ash?
Absolutely. And Dream, if you would like to withhold this and hide it, you can make an opposed deception against it.
he wouldn't. I don't know if he doesn't really have his guard up, so I don't think he would be opposed to it.
Big fair. Just give me 1 second. Where's my insight on this blasted sheet? Does insight use intelligence, or because it's my phone's just having a hard time loading?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay, because I just wanted to see if I had any pluses to that. Why won't you load?
Is there any way that Ariandre could get advantage just because Dream literally died hungover and got the life fucked out of him the night before? So perhaps he's not at his strongest.
Dream is weird.
I would say that Ari is at a bit of an advantage because you are not hiding anything, but I don't think that is enough to give advantage.
Well, that's great because I got a nat 1.
Oh. Yeah, you're not getting anything. You're thinking that Dream is really just being nice.
Right. That's good enough for Ari.
Alright, so you wow, that was a Brennan Lee Mulligan moment. I lost my train of thought for a second. You head over to the bar, and Dream, you head upstairs, I take it?
Slip out the back for some fresh air.
Okay, you can slip out the back for some fresh air.
Okay.
Riona and Rainer.
Yes.
Hello.
You two are the only ones we have not talked to yet this episode. What are the two of you doing?
Great question.
I'll say that Rainer is probably awake, checking on the egg, and also wishing Riona a good morning.
Riona's probably still a little sleepy because last night was a lot
They were
in a
drugged.
lot of ways.
Was
Did
I
it
in
to
your room
herself.
talking to you guys too? So much has happened.
So much fucking.
I'll kill
Fucking- You got your episode title right there.
The fucking. I mean, possibly, maybe.
Caliber was not there to know.
Ah, you ghost-proof the doors, huh?
You don't
Yes,
kiss
I
and
did.
tell.
Right.
I used
Damn
my
right.
book, my Bible. Exercise that.
God.
Sure you were exercising something.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
imagine
let's
that.
go.
So, Rainer, you are checking on Egg, correct?
Yes, I am.
Are you touching?
very important.
Are you touching Egg?
I think I would.
Give me an insight check on Egg.
He loves me. Here we go. Oh, that's funny.
Interesting.
He loves me. He really loves me.
Rainer,
Yes.
you touch this egg. And that flash of an image that you got when you touched the egg originally is a little more clearer in your head. Along with the chirp of a dragon that has just hatched, you see the visage of a small quadruped drake with forest green scales and bright golden eyes. And you can sense with the nat 20 that you might get to know Egg a little sooner than you thought.
Yay. But it seems healthy. Everything good.
Everything is good, it's healthy,
Yes. That's
no,
good.
no cracks.
Perfect. We'll use the sheet from Opalin's house. Shine it off a little bit. Give him a rub.
Spit shine the egg.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you now
His morning
know
bath.
that you
Oh
are
my god.
you are close to meeting
But-
Egg. And you now
When Egg is hatched, please just burn the bedsheet. Opalyn doesn't want it back.
No, the egg's gonna use it as his blankie. That's what it's gonna keep say in the family.
Right.
So you also now have a little eye into the future of what Egg might look like.
Rainer will convey this to Riona, since he knows
So-
that Riona has a connection to the egg as well.
So the whole time he's messing with eggs, she's just kind of laying in bed watching him, like dreamily, just like, aw. And then he tells her this, she just kind of like reaches out her hand for him, and it's like, I can't wait to meet our little egg with you.
Rainer
Made it-
takes her hand, caressing her knuckles.
She squeezes his hand and says, we really had to find a name for the egg.
That's a good point. I don't think he can still be called egg once it's born.
I mean, not be a great name, but it's a name.
True.
We'll find a name
Mhm.
if we get time to think about it.
Should have seen if Barry had a book on names while we were there.
They didn't even have a book on dragons. I don't
That's true.
know if names are,
Doc.
but maybe we can see what's in town.
Yeah.
There's a couple things. I know there's something I wanted to do before we left.
With that little conversation, which was cute as shit, we will cut to Dream.
Mhm.
You are outside in the alley, and you
There we
see
go.
two familiar faces talking to each other.
Okay.
You see Gruddy, and you see Elias.
Oh, no, is there a drug deal going on? Can he? He'd like to. He kind of blends into the shadows, and he'd like to hear what they're saying.
You hear. Give me a perception check.
You got it. At 12.
A 12. You hear nothing.
Okay.
You,
Can I see anything?
but it's an eerie nothing.
Oh, okay.
Almost as if they have like a barrier between them and anybody else, so nothing can be heard.
Mhm. Can he try to? But can he still see them from where he's standing?
Yeah.
Although he can't hear. Can he try to see if he can make any like words out like by lip reading?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. What should I roll for that?
I believe that would be another perception check.
Okay. He got a nat 20. His
Nat
plus
20.
9, so he got 29. 29.
So the only things you are able to make out, even with the nat 20, are the names of all of your friends.
Is there like, can he like pick up on a vibe by the looks on their faces?
It's almost like the vibe that you're getting is like Elias knows that people watch him, and he knows he's constantly under scrutiny, even though like he's friends with all of you now, or he feels that way. So like you feel like something is happening, and he doesn't want anybody to know. You don't get the sense that it's bad, but you also don't get like a good sense from it because it's Gruddy. Like nothing is ever a good sense with Gruddy.
Mhm.
But like you don't get the sense that it is bad or evil in intention.
Okay. Since he can't really get information, he's just gonna pocket it away. Until I think he can get Elias alone.
Of course. So you guys are all awake now. Maybe in separate places, but all awake. Everybody give me an insight check.
Uh-oh.
Are
Well.
we all downstairs now?
Wow.
Nope,
No.
you're all where you are. Just give
Okay.
me an insight check.
22
Okay.
inside for Dream.
20! Sorry.
Nat 20 for Riona.
Yeah, that's a connection right there.
28! I got a 28.
I have
Okay.
a 15.
15.
Rainer
I'm
gets a
Evelyn,
7.
Evelyn has an
I'm
18.
still rolling.
18. And what did you have, Rainer?
17.
17. And Dream, what did you have?
22.
22. And
You
Caliber,
must be f***ing-
what did you get?
I got another nat 1.
Jeez, wow. This
I'm
note,
gonna fucking die!
this note is really fucking with you, Ari.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ari's not here right now. Sorry, go ahead, Caliber.
What was the roll we had?
Insight.
Initiative? Insight. 15.
15. So I did this for a reason.
We thought you did.
I'm
Ari,
scared.
Fuck me. Yes.
where are you right now?
I'm down. I assume probably still downstairs at the bar. With I guess everyone. Did everyone come down or no?
So Kuma and Opalin are the only ones at the bar right now.
Okay, yeah. So I'm with Kuma and Opalin.
Okay. Kuma and Opalin, give me a perception check, please.
I got a 19 with, or whatever.
17 plus 7.
Fucking Christ. As you guys are sitting there, Ari goes still.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Please stop drinking liquid lightning.
You
I wasn't drinking liquid lightning.
It's a
you
curse.
I was sober.
no, it,
The bar is
you
cursed.
two. I don't know if either of you have experienced this with somebody else. Ari does not look hurt or like under a spell in any way. But Ari is not moving. They're breathing, but they're not moving, and their eyes look frozen in time. Ari, a second ago, you were sitting at the bar. Now, you're standing in a grove of mangrove trees. Or Eleorandry trees, which are the giant trees of Sagirn. There's
Okay.
water at the roots of the one you're standing on. You are on the sea. You are on the border of the sea. In the distance, you can see an island. You know this island. You recognize this island.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you is the voice of a woman. You know, it's hard to consider somewhere home when you haven't been there for quite a while. Is it not, Ariandri?
Do I recognize this voice?
You do not.
Interesting. Can Ari move in this, like, wherever they are now, or are they still stuck in this place?
They can move.
Okay, I think Ari's gonna turn around and see who's there.
In front of you stands the goddess Nuna,
Oh, fuck.
the one revered by many generations of your family. Don't worry, child.
Right.
I'm not here to harm you in any way. Just
Then what's are you here for?
well, as you know, it is the rules of the gods to not interfere in human or mortal skirmishes, if you get what I'm saying. But
Okay.
there's a loophole, you see. You're an elf. Functionally immortal. So, by giving you a missive, would that be interfering in mortal skirmishes?
I mean, I suppose... I mean, I'm not a god, if that's what you're saying.
No,
So,
but you're also a very long-living creature.
I suppose this is true, yes, but
You've seen cycles upon cycles of human lives.
yes, you'd be accurate in saying so.
There...
So let's cut to the chase, Nuna. What is it you want? You said you're looking for some loophole. You want me to be your
It's-
pawn? Is that what you're asking?
Well, not a pawn, exactly. More like a champion. If
A
you
champion?
understand what I'm saying.
I
That
feel like I do, but I also feel that I would be presumptuous in assuming what I think you're saying.
that information didn't find your chief officer by ease. I've had tabs.
So you're saying you gave it to him?
Yes, I have tabs on all beings that are important to my children.
I think at this point, Ari hears that information and it's like the rage is bubbling up underneath their skin, and they're like, if you had this information all along, why not give it to me sooner? I've been looking for him for over 50 years, Nuna. You know how important he is to me.
I understand, my child, but you had personal missives more important than finding him. And at that time, the connection was not strong enough for me to find you and tell you. As you know, my daughter is sick.
Yes, of course.
And she needs her assistance the way that you have been, and the medicinal ways that you have been helping her. You are an amazing child. You do so many things for a mother that no other child will. Your mother will get better. I can promise you this. Her life is so long from over. So now that you're with my other daughter, I had an easier way to get a connection with you. And just so happens one of my priests was able to get the information to your officer around the same time. But the missive I have for you will also help your father. There is a man named Cordon. As you know, he's been on the watch list of your city guard for however long the skirmishes have been around, and he's been a vice lieutenant for as long as anybody can remember. But he has risen to a higher position. He is now the assistant to the leader of the skirmishers. You and I'm hoping your friends, my daughter and Raynor and Dream and Opalin and Avaran and Caliver and now Kuma, quite an interesting choice for my brother to put into this scrappy young group. Need to find Garvix and take them out, but also take out Cordon. By taking out those two, your father may as well be free from his imprisonment.
Okay. Can I ask then, Cordon, what is he something to you, or is this just information you're giving me?
Let's just say Cordon skipped out on a deal with me about 250 years ago.
Hmm.
And I don't
Interesting.
like when deals aren't upheld. So I would like his head.
Well, I suppose if he is keeping my father captive, then we'll see about a head, but I will at least see the job done.
A heart would do too.
Alright, well, I haven't exactly pulled a heart out of anyone's chest before. That's quite graphic of you to expect from me, Nuna, but
Well,
I will do the best that I can.
Look, your friend, well, your new companion, Kuma, may have something a bit handy for that task, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, I suppose I do.
Um,
So then let me ask you one more question, because you didn't specify who your daughter was, but I noticed a name you left out when you were naming off my new companions. I'm supposed to assume Riona is your daughter?
that she is. And besides your mother, she might be the best daughter I have yet.
Well, she certainly seems quite nice.
She's definitely going to be something else that I could never have dreamed a child of mine be.
I can definitely see that. We've only had a few words between us, but she's got a good heart. Even kinder eyes.
Her heart matches the color of her eyes.
Hmm.
And as a friend,
Heart of gold.
and this is not a promise that you are making to me, but as a friend of my daughter, do whatever it takes to allow her to keep that heart. The world can be painful, and love can hurt. So you can let Rainer know I will come for him if he hurts her.
I think Ari kind of snirks a little bit at that, and they're like, well, again, I haven't known them very long, but it appears to me that Rainer is a man of upstanding caliber. I don't think he'll hurt her.
No, I know he won't. But still, as a mom, it's fun to threaten the boys that go after your daughter.
Oh, I'm quite sure. My mother used to take very fond pleasure in that, especially when I first met my partner Sawyer.
Oh, yes. They're doing amazing things. You young ones sure do know how to pick them.
We certainly try.
Yes. Well, I should probably get you back to your friends before they're probably panicking already. But I shall be in touch soon. And she snaps a finger, and you're back in your body in the bar.
I think when Ari comes to, they just kind of gasp and they're like, well, that was rather interesting. Wasn't expecting that on my morning breakfast.
The entire
just
time that Ari's been out, Opalyn has been like snapping her fingers in front of Ari's face, just like, what the fuck? Wake up! Ari, oh, you okay?
You wake up.
I've never seen Stranger Things.
Kuma's just
Chrissy,
gonna be
wake
watching, like, what the heck?
Yeah, so I think Ari is like, kind of like comes back into their body and is like, okay. Couple of things. I think I just met Nuna. I'm positive I just met Nuna. Second of all, I suppose I'm beyond just helping you to Aditya. It sounds like I'm supposed to be joining you all henceforth on your journey throughout the Great Awakening. And thirdly, I think Riona's my aunt.
Oh?
Yes.
Drama.
I was gonna say something, and I decided to let this go through. Keep going.
So those are my three realizations. I understand if you think I'm crazy, but yes. Continue.
Yeah. I'm just gonna... We're gonna set that to the side, and we'll come back to it later. You said that you're supposed to be, like, officially joining us?
It certainly seems that way. I suppose.
Opalyn is going to, like, reach into the top of the dress that she's wearing. And she's going to pull out, like, something that's just wrapped in, like, purple silk. And she's going to slide it towards Ari across the bar. And it is the medallion that once belonged to Kyvalia.
I think Ari's gonna, not knowing what's inside the silk, like slowly unwrap it and see it and kind of stare at it a little bit. And they look at it and they pick it up in their hands and they kind of turn it over once or twice and they kind of look at Opalyn and they bring it slowly to their mouth and they kind of chunk into it and they're like, alright, well it's not chocolate. I guess I could have assumed that from the outset, but... And at that moment, the medallion starts to glow in their hand.
Yep. It starts to glow a bright sky blue. Mixed with a little green. It almost looked like an eye with the way that it's glowing. The white of the medallion is the pupil with the glowing colors of the iris. And you are now one of the chosen.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I think Ari kind of looks at their medallion and it's kind of a surreal feeling because Ari has been doing the same thing, the same job for over 50 years and kind of regulated themselves to what they'd been doing that entire time and didn't think anything else of it. They were just relegated to caring for their mom, trying to help people of Veloiri, and that was it. That was all they were. That was their goals, to just continue what they've been doing to the best of their ability. So to have been made a god in the making is kind of surreal to them. and they kind of turn the medallion over in their hands, just kind of looking at it. And they're like, well, I can't exactly say I saw this coming in all of my years, especially not when we already had our marked one. But, I'll cherish this, and I'll keep it and hold it with pride, and, as we are now party members for the next foreseeable future, you have my axe, and you have my loyalty. I promise you this.
Did you inspect the medallion as you were turning it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think you're the only one that's done this.
Oh.
You see that every time you turn it over, each face has a different god on it every time you turn it over. So the first time you turn it over, it's Zeldris. The next time you turn it over, it's Kaisis. And then the next time you turn it over, it's Nuna.
Ooh. Interesting.
And while you're holding it, you feel something manifest in your pocket.
Oh? Okay, I think Ari is kind of gives like a quizzical look to no one, is just kind of like staring off as they feel this thing manifest in their pocket. And they reach their hand in, and what do they pull out, DM?
You pull out a scroll.
Paper.
Oh shit!
And you now have a task list for the Awakening with your name on it.
Nice. I do think Ari's gonna inspect it just to see what it says.
Cool. You see your name is checked off on Valoiri. It does not say spread your name in Farius or Morganthi. It says learn about Farius and Morganthi. And then it says spread your name in Larian, Dorianis, and Sagirn. And on the bottom, it says in all capital calligraphy, survive.
Like, comment, and survive. We're doing this. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think Ari's kind of gonna see the survive, and is maybe a little taken back by it, but also kind of understands because this is the trip of gods in the making. And they kind of look at their sheet, and then they look at Opalin, and they're like, I'm assuming the rest of you have this task list?
Oh yeah, I mean, I do, but Raynor carries it for me. I don't carry things.
Understandable. That seems befitting of a princess.
Thank you. Somebody who understands.
I don't.
Oh, of course. I escort royalty around Chandra all the time. I get it. And I think with that, Ari pockets their scroll. And they kind of think about going to talk to Riona upstairs, and then kind of like decide against it because they think that there's probably a better time to talk to her than to like run upstairs and like, you know, fucking accost her in her room and be like, "You're my aunt, by the way." So they put that on the back burner, and they put that on the back burner, and they're like, they'll come back to it later.
Just running into the
But
room.
yeah.
Hey, Auntie!
Hey, auntie, what's going on?
Let's get some drinks.
So yeah, you pocket that, and as you do, Elias walks in the door of the tavern. He looks at you all and goes, I have a wagon arranged to take us to the other side of the city for the airships. But and Opalin, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get us on one of the premium airships.
Opalin like kind of looks at him for a second, And then she just shrugs and she's like, you tried.
Yes, apparently airship rides are the only way to get around in Valoiri. So every one of them was filled, but I was able to. A friend of Gruddy's has a single party airship that can take us.
Ooh, flying private.
It's a one of a kind ship. I will definitely say that. But
It can fly, right?
it flies. It
What's the but?
It's
It's a
Are we
bucket
still
of
in our
bolts.
room?
I think we are.
Okay.
I mean, you guys could have made your way down.
I don't think I want to, depending on this airship.
Elias kind of looks at you, Ovelyn, and goes, "He kind of made it himself."
Oh fuck!
Oh god.
Oh,
Floats
so-
above.
kill us.
He said that he used to be like a pirate a long time ago, and I don't know how he got the ship out here because like we're like 4 days journey from the ocean. It looks like a pirate ship with arcane engines on it. I mean, he showed me that it flies.
For how long?
I mean, he flew it around the city. So, like, 20 minutes? And there was really no problem? But, like... You're also gonna look at me weird because, like, his name, but, like, I don't think this is actually his name. I just couldn't understand what he was saying.
Oblin pinches the bridge of her nose.
Like, he said his name was Hangli Jiao.
What?
Hangli Jiao!
Please spell it for my notes.
What in the world?
My new favorite character,
Hangly
Hinkley
Jow?
Jow.
Hangli Jiao!
Oh,
I spelt it in the server
yeah,
for
it's
you.
okay.
And you see,
Oblin lets out a
and
deep, low sigh.
you see Vala looks at Elias and goes, "Darling, his name isn't Hangli Jiao. The man just can't speak a damn word correctly. His name is Henry Joe." And he just is a special one. An amazing ship captain. His ship has only gone down once. And that was when he was first putting the arcane engines on them. He does shipment. He does
You've seen
shipment.
it.
Yes, he does shipment deliveries for me.
It's a cargo.
Well, maybe it's an old pirate ship fashioned into an airship.
That he uses for cargo.
Yes, and sometimes people pay him to take them to smaller cities.
I was willing to accept not first class, but cargo. I need a ship.
Elias kind of just looks at you and goes, "Well, you can't really yell at me anymore. I don't work for you. Like, and this is the best I could do."
Oakland kind of just like slowly looks at him.
I'm sorry.
I can yell at you more now that we're friends.
I, I mean, the tickets for the flight, quote unquote, were only like 5 gold each.
You took it from Daddy's account, right?
No, I paid for it.
Why didn't you not just take it from Daddy's account?
Because I don't have access to that anymore.
But
I am no longer an employee.
But you're holding my bag that has his card in it.
Yes.
So use it. That's what it's there for, to be used.
So, Oplin, we're friends now. I can buy things for you and not feel weird about it because we're friends. And I didn't just buy yours, I bought everybody's. I did a nice thing.
I think Oakland is just kind of short-circuiting a little, thinking about buying things and not using her father's money to buy them.
He's like, the ship takes off in 2 hours. I will meet you all there. I have some things to gather in the city. I'm sure Vala knows where his shipyard is, and she can give you directions. And he kind of just gives you guys a nod and walks out.
Elias?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Oberlin.
He's learning!
And he leaves.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Dream would have liked to be waiting outside for him to come back so we can kind of stop him before he walks out, if possible.
Sure.
Okay. So he's kind of leaning his back against the outside of the wall, and as Elias walks out, he goes, "Hey." He's like, "Lightning boy, come here for a second."
Lightning boy.
You know, for a rogue, you're awfully bad at hiding.
Maybe I wanted you to find me. You're gonna come over here or not?
I'm surprised you can walk after the person you went home with last night.
Someone sounds jealous. You could have joined us.
I have my eyes set on other treasures.
Can't relate. So anyway, he's gonna push himself away from the door, or the wall, and so I couldn't help but notice you talking to your friend Grady over there.
Yes.
Not to eavesdrop or anything, not really my style, but I did notice you had our names in your mouth.
That I did.
Care to share what that's about?
Buying airship tickets.
He's gonna side-eye him. He goes, "Look, I waited for you to come out by yourself for a reason. I didn't want to bring it up in front of everybody else because that girl in there saved my life, and if she gives you a chance, I'm going to give you a chance." So is that really what you're talking about Grady about?
Yes. Why would I do anything skeezy towards my friends?
Can I roll perception?
You could roll insight on him.
Insight? Okay. He got a 17.
He's telling you the truth.
Oh, okay. So he's going to be like, "How can I trust you? I don't know you that well."
Well, I understand what you've been through. And everything like that. So, if you need a way to better yourself and a way to aid in your grieving, search out the monastery of the Monks of the Divine Heart.
What are they gonna do for me?
That's where I was raised.
You're one of them?
Yeah.
And it helped you?
I think it helps me every day. I don't think help is ever in the past tense.
And where can I find them?
They have a monastery just outside of Aditya. I can take you when we go there.
Dream kind of just regards him for a good long moment. And he wants to trust him because the people who've been helping him consistently trust him. So he nods once. He goes, I'm going to hold you to that. And I won't tell him what I saw. There's no reason to cause suspicion. So as long as you give me your word that you're not up to anything, I trust you.
Dream, I do the cone of silence with Gruddy because I don't trust anybody to hear your guys' names and not try to go after you.
Okay.
I've known Gruddy for quite a while, and he keeps his mouth shut. He may get things by unnecessary needs or frowned upon ways, but the guy doesn't open his mouth.
Dream takes that and he nods because, he's kind of been out traveling for most of his life, and he thinks he can spot a bullshitter when he sees him, and he doesn't sense that from Elias. So he's like, okay, I'll let it go. And sorry for accusing you. You never know, right?
I get it. You're going on an adventure with other aspiring gods, and you caught one of them talking in a cone of silence with a guy that sells black market items. I get it.
Did you get any more lightning from him? You can tell me. I'm not going to tell anybody else.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You're no fun. Okay, get out of here.
Look, you died on the floor today, so I don't even want to hear it.
Oh, did that scare you straight?
No.
How did you know about that?
Yeah, did he know?
Elias knows everything.
He sees all. He's like, I was just asking for you. I'm like done with it. I didn't even want it that much.
With that, we will go to Caliver. What are you up to, my buddy?
Everyone's still in the tavern?
Everyone is still in the tavern besides Elias. Riona and Rainer are in their room, and I believe everybody else is downstairs.
You know what? I think everyone's fucked good in this place. I must go now.
What does that mean?
Downstairs to play in the lobby.
Oh, okay. So you go downstairs and give me a performance check.
Happily. 19.
Okay. It's morning, so like people are still a little groggy, but they're
It's
getting
definitely
into
not like a
it.
hard music. It's definitely something like to match the morning.
Kind of like you walked into like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, people are like getting into it, and you like as you're playing, the conversation starts picking up a little bit because like you kind of get the feel that your music is waking people up. Our friends who are in the bar, give me a perception check while Caliber is playing.
You guys toe tapping too? Who's vibing right now?
Opalyn is holding back, cheering on the music, just like she was on the airship while Enthrall was going on.
That was enthrallment.
Alright.
You say you don't like my music?
And she also got a solid 10.
10.
Kuma got a 21.
Ari got a 21.
Oh. My friends who got a 21. Vala is distracted.
Oh, who Vala is?
Vala is just watching Caliber perform.
Who's Vala?
The
She's the
bartender.
barkeep.
The one that let Dream die.
Vala is
The one
the
who
barkeep.
Liquid lightning.
Damn.
Damn.
She's watching Caliber basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's, you could say, enthralled.
I don't even have to guess it. That's how magical I am.
I think Ari's gonna Ari's known Vala a long time. So I think they're just gonna kind of slide into the bar and up beside her and kind of like nudge her shoulder a little bit and be like, well, fancy yourself there, someone, Vala? And they're smiling.
No, sorry, the music is just nice. It's rare we get, like, good musicians in here.
I know that's right. He is quite good. I can definitely admit that. But
Yes.
I mean, why don't you, maybe after he's done playing, why don't you go up and talk to him? He seems like a friendly enough fellow.
I
saying I'm a friendly ghost.
I couldn't. I have so much work to do behind the bar.
Vala, I want you to stop and listen to me, okay? And at this point, Ari has both of their hands on Vala's shoulders, and they look at her in the eyes and they go, Vala, you do so much for not only the moon cycle, but for the city of Chandra itself. You deserve to have a little bit of fun, perhaps, maybe a little day off. I promise you, the bar will survive. You owe it to yourself before this chance slips away. He might not come back here again, you know?
What would an aspiring god want with a little old ghost like me?
Well, I mean,
Sounds good.
look at you. You're beautiful. You're stunning, Vala. And you don't know until you try. And I mean, from someone who is apparently now recently an aspiring god, I think you have plenty to offer. Truly, I do.
You really think so?
Yes, 1000%. I wouldn't lie to you. You know this, Vala. I don't bullshit. I don't have time for it.
I mean, he is handsome.
He is, indeed.
And
you're beautiful. You make a quite
Also-
a cute pair, even if it's just a one-night stand.
And you know his music does sound familiar.
Oh?
Uh,
Care to elaborate?
I feel like I've heard it prior to. I've been. How long has it been since I've been dead?
I mean, I'm not sure. I've known you since I was very young, and I'm, 130 now?
Yes, but I've only been in this form for probably 20 5 years.
Hmm.
And even when you were a
Well-
young child, I would travel all over the continent. And I just...
This is very true.
I can't place... I can't place his music.
Well,
But
maybe
you know,
if you...
perhaps I will go have a conversation with him.
There you go. Perhaps if you can't place the music, maybe you can place him.
Perhaps. And, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Absolutely, that's the Vala I like to see.
Don't let your friends drink any more liquid lightning.
I
The
won't.
one died. I don't need another death on my hands.
Oh god, what do you mean they died? All of them seem accounted for. What
Oh,
happened?
Well, the one saved the other one.
Oh, okay. Very good. I was about to say I don't think anyone else has turned into a ghost in this establishment.
No. Me and him are the only ghosts in here.
Well, beautiful. Go get your ghostly self on with the other ghost. Have fun. Go. Shoo.
And she kind of makes her way over towards the stage. And gets nervous and sinks down through the floor.
I think Ares sees this and just kind of like stares for a little bit in disbelief and then just slaps a hand to their forehead and they're like, oh god, well, what you gonna do? A shy ghost will be a shy ghost.
At least you tried.
Actually, I think,
Can I do something?
Yeah.
Can I first I want to do mirror image, get the backup going.
Yes.
Then I want to
board
get
that.
down and I want to I saw this person slink down on the floor. They don't look like they're having fun anymore, and I want to address that.
Oh, you mean
By-
Vala?
Huh?
You mean Vala?
Yes.
She went through the floor.
I see this though.
Yes.
So I reach down into the floor and I pull her up
Oh.
and I start dancing with her.
Oh.
Oh.
So anyway, I start
Yeah.
dancing.
Would that be another performance check?
I
Dance.
can just give you a charisma.
Or yeah,
Why not?
give me a flat charisma.
I'm good at everything.
Good at everything.
I'm good at everything.
Oh, that did not roll where I wanted it to roll. Okay. Well, whatever you do, it works.
Sweet.
She rolled a nat 1 for the DC.
Sweet.
And she's dancing with you, and if a ghost could blush, she's doing it. You didn't have to leave your performance to entertain me.
I didn't leave the performance, and I want to float up into the air with her,
Yes?
and I'm casting light so that we're spotlighted.
Okay. Keep going. I love this. Give us your moment.
The music changes to something dancey.
Ooh. People start
Um,
dancing on the floor.
You know what? I'm gonna use my what's it called?
The memory thing?
Hang on, I'm looking for it. It's part of one of my things where I could just make an object.
Oh, your creation.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. It's an action.
Probably feature and trait.
Well, let me try just class features. Performance of creation. As an action, I can create a non-magical item of my choice to occupy space within 10 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna create like a flower just like in my hand, like some sleight of hand magic,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna put it in her hair.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm then gonna just set her down on the floor, like standing,
Yeah.
and then return back to the stage.
As you both return to the floor, she looks at you and goes, "Thank you for the dance. It was wonderful. You are a very special person." And she'll go back to the bar.
I want to give her Bardic, like a wink.
Okay. I don't know what she's gonna use it for, but she got
She
Bardic.
can use anything, okay?
Roll for smooch.
And she makes
smooth real quick.
Wait, roll what?
Roll for smooth.
I think you already passed that.
No, not smooch. Smooth.
Nat
I know,
20.
that's what I said.
You don't even gotta roll for that. That's just a fucking forced nat 20. That was smooth as shit.
That was crazy, my baby.
That was damn.
That was real good.
I'm blushing.
Keep it together, DM. You can't play favorites.
You all give me this. Stop it. I get different emotions from all of you, okay? I'm like looking on camera. I am actually blushing in camera.
Who provokes the emotion of anger?
What?
You said we all provoke different emotions.
I have not experienced anger yet from any of you.
Lame.
Hell you.
That means we're not trying hard enough, guys.
Fuck, that was so great. Oh, where do we go from that? Vala will return to the bar. Look at you, Ari.
Ari is just waiting there with just eyebrows raised, has their hands on the counter, like, yes. What did I just say?
And she'll say, "I think that's enough fun for the next 100 years. I'm going back to work."
And I think Ari's like, alright, but I will be traveling with him for the foreseeable future. I can drop some things in your favor. Keep the conversation open, if you'd like. From a friend to a friend.
Yes, okay. I'm going back to work now. Stop it.
Okay, have fun. Don't get too distracted.
Kuma.
Yeah.
You are watching all these crazy things happen with all of these people that you've just barely met.
Yeah.
And that you have been told by Gristle to travel with and experience the world. How are you feeling?
Vaguely concerned.
Makes sense.
I swear we get better.
Promise.
Get better with
Well,
fine.
Morton's starting off with someone dying on the floor, and then you got magic and it failed chest compressions, and then you've got and then you got one who just sat at the bar for airing out for nothing. It's just a lot to deal with after not being around.
Yeah, you haven't been around people for a long time.
Not
like this.
These sort of people.
Yeah. But you have Oblin and Ari and... Did Dream ever come back inside, or is he still just sitting outside? Is he just being a mangy old cat out in front of the tavern?
He's having a glass of milk.
Oh, no.
That was Jace who said that, not Mandy. That's not canon.
It's
That's not
canon now.
It's not.
It's on the record.
No.
It's canon.
Fuck. I don't claim Dream. I don't claim Dream.
Dream is sitting at the bar with his face down, lapping at a cup of milk.
No, Mandy, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I've done this.
I can't believe I've done this.
Rihanna and
Staring
Rainer
on and wonder.
he's still upstairs.
They're still upstairs. We'll get to them in a second. But Kuma, you have Ari and Opalin definitely there at the bar. Would you like to converse? Or
Honestly, don't know where to start. They're just a lot. It's a lot. They seem like great folks. You seem like great folks. Not sure what's going on with the whole dance or thing. But kudos for doing that. 'Cause, you know, live only once. Might as well have fun. But yeah, at this point, she's just breaking up bits of her bread and cheese because she really doesn't know what to do with herself. Because conversation is not something that fighters normally do in or out the ring. So her
if you were saying something, it cut out.
sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. She is honestly just kind of impressed with the whole thing that happened with the bartender and the music performer. It was impressive. You know, you live only once. Why not? But her years in the fighting rings have kind of left her with a lack of ability to have solid conversation. She can talk, but she's not very good at either making it or holding it. Because, you know, you don't really fight in the ring. And, most people don't really talk to her.
Makes sense. So, Opalin and Ari, you guys have just seen this spectacle that Caliver has put on. And even with you, Opalin, it's the first time you've seen Caliver do something like that. But
He's probably just trying to steal her wallet, get her information.
Gonna put a
there's
bank account in her name.
there's reasons for that.
Oof.
I'd like to roll sleight of hand, steal her wallet.
No matter what, she doesn't have a wallet.
We love no wallet.
I'd like to sleight of hand, steal her panties.
She doesn't wear any.
Yeah!
And ooh,
What?
And you ooh,
Moment.
you steal something, it ain't panties. I don't know what it is. I said something and it didn't. The thought didn't. Brain said to say it and I said it. That's what happened.
Now on the internet.
Your word mean things.
It's now on the
Yeah,
internet.
literally.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys see that Kuma's kind of sitting there just like eating their bread and cheese. Drinking whatever drink they have.
Shredding it to pieces because they're awkward.
Aw.
And is just like kind of like giving off the aura of I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yes.
I mean, Ari could definitely talk to Kuma. They've done it before.
Opalin could talk at Kuma.
It's up to you. We could all three of us have a conversation. That might be fun.
Hey.
Hello.
She does not know what to do with herself, so go for it.
Right. Well, Ari at this point is just still behind the bar, is for some reason passing out drinks to people. They don't work there, but they're doing it.
Ari,
And
Ari, honey, sit down. Ari, you don't work here, do you?
Ari looks at Opalyn, and you're right. And they're like, yeah, I think I got caught up in it because when Vala left to go do all of that, I was like, oh, well, I'm here. I'll take care of everything. And then I just got into a rhythm, and I haven't stopped. So thank you, Opalyn. I needed that. And Ari comes out from around the...
Never work for free.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Don't work for free. Don't ever work for free.
Wise words to live by. I should keep that in my noggin. And Ari walks out from around the bar and doesn't sit right next to Kuma because they feel like that's not like social etiquette, that Kuma's not like feels like that's encroaching a little bit too much, so they sit one seat over. And they've also made themselves a coffee while they were back there, so they like set their coffee down on the bar. And they're like, and they turn and look at Kuma and they're like, well, it looks like we'll be traveling together for a while. And also kind of like looks at Opalyn as well to be like, yeah, all of us?
Weak,
Yeah.
nudge.
Don't leave me behind.
Nah. If Opalyn had a saying who's getting left behind, it would be Caliber.
Oh my gosh.
He is Vala, he's gonna be okay.
That's true.
Kuma will actually appreciate the fact that you did not sit next to her. Because close contact kind of makes her nervous. But she will kind of look at you and just kind of give a nod of her head and yeah, that's what they told me. I've never really traveled anywhere outside of here, well, except for moving from fighting ring to fighting ring. I don't even know where to start with any of that. I don't even have things.
Opalyn kind of like places a hand over her heart when Kuma says that. Almost as if she's like heartbroken over the thought of not owning things.
Well, let me revise that. She owns what is the equivalent of a violin. Because she can fiddle.
Ooh.
But she's out of practice.
Is the violin open on her person?
No, it's tucked
Okay.
under the bed in her room at the moment. You will see it though, the case for they start traveling.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so I think Ari kind of looks at Kuma and is like, well, you know, this world is as scary as it can be to think of how big it is. I think it's also quite beautiful to think of how many opportunities are out there now that you're free to go and do as you please. And I mean, forgive me if I'm overstepping here, but you know, I'm sure we'll all be happy to lend you a hand and help you find your way.
I mean, sure. I don't know. This whole thing is still kind of new to me, so forgive me if I don't seem exactly open with how I feel about it.
That's all right. You don't need to be open now or ever. You don't owe us any of your emotional intricacies. You don't owe us any of your thoughts. But I can say for myself, whether you choose to share those with me down the line or not, I'm certainly open to helping. And If you want the help, I'm here, and if not, that's fine too. Go at your own pace and do what you can for yourself. This is going to be a new thing for you. And that's okay. It's okay to learn and grow.
Kuma is going to give you an expression that pretty much equates to the fact of, I can't believe you just said that to me, and not in a bad way. It's just the concept of someone being like, oh, if you need to talk to me about it, or if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Aww.
But it's new to her.
I.e., Kuma just made a friend.
Oh, Kuma absolutely made a friend. A bear bird.
Yeah, right. Kuma doesn't realize that yet.
It's fine.
But give her time. And she'll probably start very appreciative of it. But Kuma is going to kind of give a small shake of her head and kind of shake the expression off and just kind of huff and, yeah, I guess that will be something I'm going to have to learn. Gonna be interested.
Oh, I'm certain it will. I'm certain it will. And Ari says that with like a small, like, heartfelt smile on their face. And yeah.
Cool. Now we get to the fun part. Riona and Rainer.
Mm-hmm.
You two are still up in your room. What you doing? Because y'all still don't know about the 2 hours until the airship trip.
Nope.
Or that dream died.
No.
We'll find out eventually.
Yeah, we will.
Mhm.
I don't think that's the first thing on their minds right now.
No.
I think they're enjoying each other's company. Don't jump into the gutter.
Rainer's gonna realize that this is one of like the only times that he has with just him and Riona. And so he wants to propose to Riona that maybe they can steal a little bit of more time by going out the window and having a little mini date.
And instead of speaking, she gives him a kiss and says, "Get dressed."
I'm running around collecting stuff. Egg on back, book on thigh, axe in hand. And how is this room? We're on the second floor, right?
You are on the second floor.
Is there a window?
There is a window.
Okay. We both should have rope.
Yes, we do. Yep. I was just looking to make sure. Yep.
To be safe, tie them together.
There you go. Yeah, we both have like
yes.
50 feet, right?
Should be, yeah. Should be. I definitely think she takes his rope and quickly knots it as tightly as she can. And then I think she finds the sturdiest thing, probably the bed, and ties it to the end of it and leads it out and drops it out the window. And goes, "All right, this should be enough.
Rainer's
If not,
start climbing down."
All right."
I trust you. We got this.
Where do y'all go?
So I think we want to take a...
Better yet, what are you looking to do?
I would say Rainer's trying to just spend some time away from the party, the godhood, all that stuff, with just him and Riona enjoying each other's company. So I don't know if maybe a little shopping date or something like that. Or...
So there's a bazaar, just like there was in Roger Creek. Or not Roger Creek, in Valaya, where you met Riona. There's a bazaar There's a like little arboretum / garden. There is a people call it an oasis, but really it's just a fountain. But there is a couple different places you can go to. If you're looking for like romance, there is like a restaurant that's not a tavern. There is to be honest, in Chandra, the garden is probably the most romantic place. The oasis is kind of scrungy.
I think Rainer is gonna ask Riona, do you have something specific you want to do, or do you want to just go a little bit on a shopping spree in the bazaar and then see if we can find some place nice and quiet for ourselves?
I think Riona is going to take both of his hands into hers. I think she's going to interlock her fingers and say, I just want as much time as I can with you. That's all I want today. And I think she's going to say, I heard there's a garden. I would love to spend some time with you there.
All right. Rainer's gonna turn around, still holding with one hand Riona's other hand, and kind of lead their way down towards the garden.
All right, you guys head towards the garden, and there's an Chandra is one of the only floating cities of the desert. Though the like the government of the city chooses to stick it on this mountainous dune. You guys head to the center of the city where the garden / arboretum is, and you see it is this green, lush area with trees and bushes and gardens of flowers, vegetables, and other herbs. It's probably the closest thing you've gotten to smelling like the nature like you did in Farius. So Riona, you kind of feel a little maybe at home here. There's like flowers of like pink, blue, purple, yellow, red. There's a whole bunch of different colors here. But it's like a garden or park, and it's quiet and secluded, and not many people are in it.
I think Rainer's going to kind of lead Riona with put her hand, like wrap his hand around her hand kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we'll start walking to see the gardens.
Y'all better play this fucking date out.
No worries, we
Oh.
will. I do want to do I guess maybe an insight check. I want to see if there's any flowers or anything like that stand out to me.
Yeah. Give me give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, shit. Drop my dice. Okay. Yeah, and that 20 plus 2.
A nat fucking 20. Okay.
Power of the date is strong.
It is strong.
There are so many flowers. But the one that pops out to you is one that you used to see growing all the time back home. It is a red flower with yellow seeds and 7 petals that look sharp like the points of stars. you used to think it was like an amazing thing to find these back home because they are sort of the thing I can relate them to are honeysuckles. Except the nectar has a bit of a spice to it.
Ooh.
And a lot of the native species of Farius, like the animals and stuff, would like to eat them, so it was hard to find them. But they seem to be in droves here.
Okay. So I think Riona is going to pluck one of the flowers first, and she's going to kind of tuck it into his shirt. Give him like a little flower to wear. Yeah, there we go. That's the word. And then I think she's going to take another, and she says, it tastes sweeter than it looks. But,
You can eat these.
try it. Yeah. It's a little spicy, but pretty good. Here, I'll show you. So she plucks, I guess it's like a honeysuckle. It's the long tendrils. So she kind of takes one out and she sticks it in her mouth and then slowly pulls it out. And she giggles a little because she's forgotten how spicy it was. That's a bit more of a bite than I remember, but here. And she pulls another one out and offers it to him.
Rainer will mimic what she did. Eat it. Or try it. He notices the spice of it and is surprised. He says, we had never had much like this in Larian. It's interesting that you know how to eat these. Are these common back in Farius?
Yes and no. They're rare. They are really desired by a lot of the nature there. A lot of the animals get to them before we can, so it's considered good luck when you find one of these.
They look lovely.
Not as lovely as you, but they're close. It's one of the few things from Farius I loved. I never really only found one once before. I don't remember, it was so long ago, but I remember it so sweet. And I always hope to find another. But I was glad my lucky day was with you.
I think we're in store for much more luck if all of these flowers around us are meant to be lucky. We have a bright future ahead of us.
I'd say so.
Could both of you give me a perception check?
Absolutely.
Someone followed us. I'm like, kill them.
Yeah, that's
23 from Rainer. 19 plus 4.
I got a 19 plus 5, so 24.
We love a woman that one-ups her man.
Listen, it's sexy. It really is.
You guys see a familiar figure in front of you. Walking hand in hand with someone you've never seen before.
Who is the person we recognize?
The person you recognize is Elias.
What the fuck? Who is he hand in? Okay, can you
Shit, my
describe?
music was too good.
Can you describe the other one?
The
The lucky
person,
so-and-so.
the person next to them has, I want to say, probably about like not mid back, but like to where their shoulder blades are. Black hair. They're wearing a purple dress, like a sundress. And they have a yellow like what is that hat called? Like it's like a hat, like the big floppy hats that people wear to the beach or with sundresses. I don't know what that hat is called.
Like the
Sun
satellite
hat?
looking ones?
A sun hat. That's what I was gonna call it. But yes, they are wearing that. And they are barefoot. Both of them are.
Rainer, remembering how fucking Elias was on the fucking airship, is just gonna sigh very deeply. That of course he's here too. And we both see them, right?
Yes.
Rainer's gonna look at Riona. Do you know who that is with Elias?
No, I don't. This. Why does he always have to show up?
He's been acting weirder and weirder, to be honest. I think it's the drugs, but it could be anything, honestly.
It's never the drugs.
Mhm.
A secret release. Something isn't right.
You guys trying to do some drugs?
Drugs.
Did we summon Excalibur temporarily?
I heard.
The
Okay.
I think Riona is gonna like quickly come on, let's hide him. And
Alright,
like
yeah.
kind of
secret-
pull him behind like a
Let's follow
bush.
them. We're gonna hide in the bushes or trees or whatever we
Cool.
have.
You're gonna hide in the. Give me a stealth check,
Oh no!
both of you.
Wait!
I have disadvantage!
Yeah!
Oh no! This is bad. Okay.
And he has a plus four. He has a
Come
plus
on.
4 to perception.
Trust in the date, we got this, Rion.
Yes, we got
Trust in the
this.
date.
I got 2 nat 20 so far. Come on.
Come on, here we go. Okay, that's not the worst. And
Oh well, it's true. I don't know. Fucking know nat 20, but I had a 6 first, so shit me. I got a 7 altogether.
I got a 15 minus 1 would be 14, but then I rolled a 4 minus 1, which is 3.
So
You rolled a
7
4
and a 3.
minus 1, a 7 and a 3. Oh my god.
We are not stealthy.
falling out of that bush.
He rolled a 5 on the die. But he has a plus 4. He sees both of you.
Fall out of the bush in a compromised position.
He straightens his back and continues walking, ignoring you guys.
What the fuck?
But the pace is quicker.
He's avoiding us.
He is. What, he's too good to know us now? What the fuck?
That motherfucker. He.
Wait, Elias isn't doing
interviews.
this?
Can I insight check him? Is he trying to, like, lose us? Is it he picking up the
You
speed to lose
can
us?
you can insight check him.
You can inside check him too. Fuck
I'm gonna
this
dress
guy.
Wait, it's not me
14
dressed
plus
up as
4.
Elias, is it?
No. So
Okay.
this is
17 plus 4,
this is
21.
Yo, I got an 18 plus 8.
Yay!
he
That's
is
a lot of math.
trying to lose you guys.
Oh fuck, no, he's not. Reyna's gonna look at Riona and say, should we follow them?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's let him get ahead of us. Like let's. Oh, I have an idea.
So Riona has her uncommon glamour weave,
Uh-huh.
and I think she's gonna hand it to Rainer. She's like, "You're more noticeable. Here, put this on."
Okay. I put on The glamour weave.
So with it, you can kind of create an illusion on it.
Okay.
So that's something
be-
cool.
I will be tall.
I don't know if it works like that.
That's not how it works. It's an illusion, right? I can't be tall.
Rainer, that's called a delusion. That's different.
Excuse you.
I am tall. For a kobold, I'm tall.
That's what they all say.
Riona likes her. Riona likes that he's short. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's a short king. We love it.
Hell yeah. Well,
but the longer you guys dilly dally, the
no, we're following. Let's
more
follow.
the more you lose him.
Yeah, I know they're following now.
Are we
So how does-
sneakily following him, or are we just following?
I don't think we could beat Elias and sneak.
No, I think they're just like they're gonna. I think Riona's gonna be like, okay, just act natural. And
Sure.
so we're on a date.
We can. Wait, do we have anything like? Let me see.
I have Druidcraft.
Wait, okay, I got an idea.
Okay.
Raina's gonna pull out the blank notebook that he bought at what's it called? Barry's, with also the children's book for cadaver use.
Yes.
And we can kind of like use it to block his vision, hide our faces with it.
Okay.
Like we're reading and walking.
Okay.
I was gonna say Riona was gonna have the idea of like instead, like maybe
Got no
We're just-
magic. I can't help you.
no, that they're just really close to like how like you see couples who are like almost like head to head whenever they're like on a date, like they're just like really in tune to each other.
Yes.
So like getting like really close. I know she's like 2 feet taller, but just like really close and like kind of making sure.
Let me see. How many giant mites do I have?
I mean, you did long rest.
I mean, wouldn't that just be face to tits?
You know what? We're gonna stay whereas we are. I like this. This plan sounds great.
He does not mind.
But yes, as you guys are
The
walking,
book supports this action.
you're not
It is in the book. It's
you're
in the
not
gospel.
gonna need a perception check for this.
Okay.
He picks a flower and puts it behind this person's ear, under their hair. But as their hair is moved, you see they have pointed ears of an elf.
Do we know?
We don't know many elves.
We've
And
never met this person.
you do not recognize this person.
Okay.
And you see them kiss his cheek and walk away. And he starts walking the other way towards the tavern again.
So I think Riona's gonna look at Rainer and like, should we ask him? I don't think he's gonna give us a clear answer. He's not gonna answer us.
And he's been shady as hell recently.
I don't
Okay.
trust him.
Maybe it's his dealer or something like that. I don't know.
No, it's clearly a date. I mean,
Maybe we
you
can
know what?
kind of ask her without asking him. Just find out who she is, kind of thing. Go up, introduce ourselves, say, we know Elias, kind of thing, We're friends of Elias.
But what if he's not using that name?
Now, let's say we're taking a survey. What's your name? We're trying to improve the experience here at the garden.
You know what we do have?
What?
Religion.
True. We can.
I think it's time we witness.
Yes.
I think she needs to hear the good news of Luna and Yuna.
Yes, she does. Rainer takes the book from his thigh, ready to spread the good word, as it were.
Now we know where it is.
And starts making his way towards the mystery woman.
I do have a question.
Sure.
Has Rainer let Rita read it yet? Does she know what the book says?
I don't think so, but that's mostly
Okay.
because he's been reading it less and less, to be honest.
Well, he's had some distractions.
And for example, today so far, I have yet to spill water.
Whoops.
Nope, it's all good. I have more pressing matters.
Like spying
It's okay,
on
tell her who did it
Elias.
for him. Yes, exactly. He is nosy in our relationship. We're gonna nosy in his.
So, you guys are going after the woman.
Yes.
We're gonna go up to her.
Although it'd be kind of cool if you turned your robe to look very nature-y, so it kind of fits the Nuna aesthetic.
I can try. I don't know what the glamour weave actually does. I've been told it doesn't make me tall.
No, I'll read it to you really fast. It does. If I can get it to open up. It's a clothing imbued with harmless illusionary magic. While wearing it, the common version of these clothes, you can use a bonus action to create a moving illusionary pattern within the cloth. You can have the pattern rise from the cloth. For example, a glamour weave gown might weathered in harmless illusionary flames, while a glamour weave hat might have illusionary butterflies. So you can just make it look really cool, essentially.
Make it with like leaves. Maybe some of those honeysuckles to match the one that's on my chest as well.
Aww. Yes.
Yeah. Make it naturey. And then we'll go up
Yes.
there.
Yeah, you guys do that. And she's just walking. You kind of notice that she doesn't really pay attention to what's around her, and she's not really walking on the path. She is just walking through the grass and enjoying the sun and the air.
Can I make an insight check to just see what her focus is on?
Yeah.
Like, if anything. Like you said, she's focusing.
Mhm.
She's taking in the environment, but is there anything she's focusing on?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
16.
16. It's kind of hard to place. She's kind of like looking all over the place and whatnot.
Rainer's gonna go up to her and just say, gorgeous environment we have here, isn't it?
Oh, yes. The Garden of Chandra is a treasure in Valoiri. It is hard to find such a beautiful green area in a desert country like this.
That it is. And that is because it is a gift.
Yes, it is a gift from the water goddess herself.
That it is.
DM, can I make a religion check? Which one's the water goddess?
Yeah, you can make a religion check.
Nuna's not the water goddess. She's the world goddess.
There's only 30.
No, there's 3 main ones. There's other goddesses and gods. Ooh, that's a nat 20 plus 2.
That's 20 plus 2. Rainer, you've never heard of the water goddess.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
You have only ever heard of the creator gods.
Okay.
You've never heard of anybody else being awakened or had the apotheosis done on them to become a god. This is the first time you've ever heard the name the water goddess.
All right, we'll take a different spin then. Rainer's gonna say, the water goddess. I'm afraid I'm not that familiar with her myself. I worship the Nuna.
I could see that you worship her. It's quite apparent. And it's not a surprise you haven't heard of the water goddess, as the gods tend to try to keep her a secret.
Oh, and why is that?
Ah, why don't you ask your goddess, champion?
Okay.
Well, I think we will when we have the time, but since we're speaking with you now, why don't you tell us about her? We would love to be enlightened.
Unfortunately, the history of my goddess is not mine to share. Last time
That
her
is,
history was shared, a war broke out.
you're speaking of the Druid War.
Ah, that's what the people of this continent call it. My people called it a genocide.
That is definitely a way to look at it, unfortunately. A lot of wars are that way.
Yes, but it's hard to win a war when it's the world against you.
But it doesn't have to be that way. If we can communicate openly and understand each other, we can prevent any other terrors from happening.
Miss, are you one of the Druids?
Yes, as I am, as are two of your companions.
I see.
You know, the Council of Morganthi has done a great deal to hide that the King of Aquana's daughter is a druid herself. It's quite frowned upon in these countries. But Elias has given me hope.
You know Elias?
Why, yes, I do.
Do you have any special connection to Morganthi itself?
Hmm, yes, my family is contesting for the throne of Aquana as we were their rightful rulers before we were taken out of the city.
So does that make you royalty, as it were?
Yes. As it does Elias, as he is my betrothed.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your name?
My name is Violet. Violet Milak.
Violet, it has been nice to meet you and speak with you. Um, we should probably get going. Um, but I wish you all the best.
As do I to you, daughter of Nuna. Please tell your family that your other aunt is waiting to be released. And she turns to walk away from you.
Riona's going to kind of wrap her arm around Rainer's arm and kind of like quickly walk in a different direction.
Rainer follows.
And she's going to kind of go to a quieter place and she's going to stop. She's like, oh my god, Elias isn't her friend.
Well, what we do know is he's engaged to That one, Violet. It could
wants to-
be something arranged by familial bond or something like that. Maybe his family decided that. Or
I can't trust it.
one thing we do know, Opalyn has been through enough.
He's not gonna hurt her. I won't let it.
We're not letting it happen. No. Might have
He
to.
has. Right. What are you gonna say? Please, dear. Just, let me stop you. Just.
Rainer's gonna take Riona's hands really quickly. Say, right now, the most important thing to me right now are here. You, the egg, the book. But I'm now worried that the rest of our group has a lot of secrets that, to be honest, we've been traveling together for a while, but we've hardly learned anything about each other. And I'm worried. Very worried.
I am too. I mean, I've laid everything out as I can for you. There's not anything else waiting. I won't hide anything else. No reason to. But maybe it's time we got to know our friends a little better.
Yeah. And as much as I love spending time with you, I think right now we might have to cut our date short just because Elias is being shady again. I knew I should have hit him harder while we were in the ring.
At least you won.
That is true.
With that, we will cut to the tavern once again. Elias walks into the tavern and looks at you, Opalyn. Opalyn, can I talk to you for a second?
Can I do an insight check to see how
Yeah, you
he's
can,
feeling?
you can do an insight check. He's not hiding anything from you.
15.
He's anxious. More anxious than you've ever seen him. Even when he's been getting yelled at by your dad.
Oh my. Oh yeah, this is very important.
Okay.
She's just gonna like kind of nod and stand.
Can we talk somewhere where no one else can hear?
Yeah, just lead the way.
He brings you up to your room and closes the door, and he looks at you and goes, there's something that's been going on for a while now, and I need to come clean about it. My parents are back in Morganthe, even though they have been deemed traitors and were banished. But they found a way to weasel back in by marrying me off to the Milax.
Opalyn like visibly makes a face of disgust. The Milax?
Yes.
You said no, right?
They threatened you.
Oh, that's fun. That's funny, Elias. That's funny. You said no, right? Elias,
I couldn't take the chance.
do you want to marry her?
No. Violet is...
It's Violet?
Yeah. It's Violet. It's... You know, Adeline's betrothal with you fell through. And they saw something, I don't know, a loophole in me and my family. I don't... She brought up something about, like, about the druids, about the war, and about it being a genocide, and the water goddess, and I haven't heard that name since I was a child. Open, you don't think that the water goddess is still around, do you?
You can't really kill a god, can you?
I don't know. But if she's locked away or something, they had to have a good reason, right? I know it's a lot to blindly put your trust in some deific being that you've never met or had contact with, but if they locked her away and that all that horrible stuff happened to druids, there had to be a reason. Right?
The longer that Elias speaks, the more disgusted Opalyn looks. Almost as if just being in the same room as him now is making her sour. You want to know what I think, Elias? I thought you trusted me. I thought you had a fucking spine. My engagement fell through because I fucking said no. And I've proved that I can handle myself. You've proved that you could handle yourself. And whatever fucking business that family is involved in, I want no part of it.
They want to usurp your father.
I know that's what they want. That's why I don't want to involve myself with them. And here you are, going to marry into it.
They wanted to... No one knows you're a druid, Opalyn.
It's not like I tried to hide it.
I don't know how your dad does it, but your dad figures out ways to make people believe that you're not a druid, and it could be very dangerous for you. Even more dangerous than what you're going through now, if people found out that you were a druid.
Let them find out. Druids are nothing to be afraid of. And I'm going to prove that.
I know you are. But I would hate myself if something were to happen to you, because I chose myself. I planned on going as far as this engagement until you were well on your way to being a fucking badass goddess that you're gonna fucking be, and then dropping it and disappearing. I wanted to be the double agent that helped, but some of the stuff they say that they want to do is terrifying. I don't give them any information on you guys. All they know is what everybody knows. Your names. And, well, Violet was at the gala, so she knows that Riona's the daughter of Nuna. But I have not given any information.
And the things that you've learned, have you told anybody?
No, because I learned most of them today. I set the airship time because I got a message from Posthumus when we landed that she would be here today, and I know that we had to get to Aditya today, or get on the ship today, and so I set the time for after the meeting so that I would have information and I could tell you all. But
And
Raynor,
how long has this been going on?
I've known about the betrothal for a week. I just sent a letter back saying something, and I got something from, like, I disagreed with it. I never said no, but I just said I don't think I'm the best option. I have other brothers. Like, I don't know why me. But now when they brought you up, I know why me. They think I'm the insider person that'll give them information on you guys. But I don't want to do that. You guys are my friends. Hell, Oakland, you're pretty much family. You're all I've known for the past... I've lost count how many years I've been working for your dad. I don't want to help them, but if getting information from them can help you guys, I'm willing to do that. If it changes how you look at me, I understand, but I'm not saying no because I think it can be useful to you guys. And if I have to go back to Morganthi, I can at least keep an eye on your dad and make sure that he's safe if I ever get called back there. Because I don't trust what they're gonna do. I'm sorry I kept this from you. I didn't have enough information to really drop anything and be like, this is what's going on, this, and that. I just had your betrothed letter. And after this meeting, I got enough information to give you something. And I know your family has been ruling Aquina for as long as history can remember, but they seem to think that they have a right to the throne.
It's their favorite story to tell.
I don't think they do. Like, the sea elves are... When we were younger, I thought Adeline had a better heart than the rest of his family. But it seems that he's just the same as his father. I wanted to tell you, Oakland, because despite working for you for so long, you've been my closest friend all these years. It would have been a betrayal to tell someone else over you. And while I was getting information from Violet, she picked up that Riona and Raynor were following us because they were in the garden. And I...
Tell them go downstairs.
Hmm?
Nothing. Keep going.
I ran because I didn't want to blow cover or anything after she left me. And I know there's a spell that can make me tell the truth, or if somebody took potions from the gala, I'll take a truth potion or whatever and tell you all this over again to prove that I'm telling the truth. I don't want to marry her. I can't marry her. I'm in love with someone else. But
Who?
um that's besides the point. I we need to get on that airship. It'll be leaving soon.
You say that I'm the best friend you've had for years, and yet it's only within the last month that I've learned I've been calling you by the wrong name the entire time. How am I to know who you are anymore?
That's a good question. I don't even know. I don't even know if I know who I am. I grew up in the monastery. I grew up separated from other kids because my parents couldn't take care of me, but they could take care of my other brothers. I'm learning, Oakland, and the reason I never corrected you was because I was afraid, because being with you was my job. And one word out of turn and I could have been fired and had nothing again. And I liked being Travis for a little while. It made me forget Elias and what Elias had been through. But then when your dad said that I didn't have to work for you guys anymore, and that I, but I could still travel with you guys and whatnot, Elias came back, I guess. You helped me through a lot, Oakland, by calling me Travis, if that's weird, if that makes sense. You gave me time to forget. But now I'm learning, and I'm gonna make mistakes, and I already have, probably. But I'm hoping you'd be willing to forgive me or help me through mistakes. Look, you don't have to feel sorry for me because whatever, or you don't have to forgive me. Like, that is okay too. I just, offering an apology is all I can do.
Oakland, like, she takes a seat on the edge of her bed. She doesn't look at Elias, she just like, kind of just looks up at the ceiling. Takes a deep breath. Is it me?
What?
Is it me?
Is what you?
You know what I'm asking, is it me?
He swallows thickly and looks at the ground and pauses. I think it has been for quite some time.
Oakland looks away. And she kind of like feels something in her chest break. And she can feel tears starting to burn at the back of her eyes. I was really hoping you were going to say no. Elias, I'm a lesbian. Like, you had to have known this.
I know. And I get it. I know I had no chance. But when you're with somebody for so long and get to know them so well and understand them as a person, it's hard to not have those feelings. I don't expect you to return them or anything, and like I'm saying, I'm learning. I don't. As long as you're in my life, Oakland, I'm happy. As long as we're friends, I'm happy. And you know, honestly, you saying it out loud to me now, and me thinking back to the other night. Honestly, I think you and Kuma would work together.
Oakland keeps quiet. She kind of looks like she's thinking about saying something. But instead, she just gets up and walks to the door, opens it, and just gives him a look.
I'll leave. I know what that look means. But you're still my best friend. And we still have an airship to catch in about 15 minutes. So I'll be downstairs waiting for you and have everybody ready. Take your time, Opie. And he walks downstairs.
Don't call me that.
Well, you're going to have to come up with a nickname that I can call you. And he walks downstairs and smiles and goes, well, for all that are here, we got an airship to catch, so let's get our stuff and go. And I take it Riona and Rainer are back at the tavern by this point.
I don't know where they are.
Oh, I like to think that they're walking in as he's saying this.
Oh, okay.
Like, surprise, we are here.
Yeah,
We are back.
We
well,
never knew we left.
Masters of stealth, us two.
Yep.
You know, if you
Well, we
know,
don't have
if
disadvantage.
you never left, how'd you get that flower on your shirt, Rainer?
I grew it.
Oh,
I know
Nuna gave me-
Druidcraft.
Yeah, Nuna gave us some powers. It grew on my shirt.
cool.
You got a problem with it?
No, not at all. Those flowers are really good, by the way. They're just a little
Go, bro.
spicy.
Round 2?
They are delicious.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we
very
have an airship to catch in about 15-20 minutes. Opalin will join us in a second. So if y'all want to grab your stuff, we can head there and head to
Yeah.
Aditya.
Sure.
I gotta get my belt.
Okie dokie. He's like, I'll be waiting outside. And he goes outside to wait for all of you to grab your stuff so that you can go to the airship.
Hell yeah.
Who
Have
else
our
has
stuff.
stuff?
Yeah, Rainer and Riona have their stuff.
Do you
Yeah.
have the egg?
Egg is always on the back. He lives there now.
So
Can't go anywhere without egg.
Egg is never far.
No.
He pays rent for my back.
We gotta come up with a name for egg.
So,
Bert.
so you guys, I guess, wait outside with the wagon and wait for Opalin to join. And once Opalin joins, the wagon takes off. So you go.
When Opalin heads downstairs, she's like dragging like a huge thing of luggage behind her. And without saying anything to anybody, it's pretty obvious that she's been crying. She just walks up and punches Elias in the face.
Oh.
He takes it.
Riona gives her
You-
bless.
Better.
You have a magnificent punch. Now let me put this on top of the wagon for you.
Punch him again. He didn't get the message.
I give her
He
bless.
got the message.
What?
Could you punch him again? Can I give her bless? Make it hurt.
Solid right hook.
Yeah, he'll put it on top. You guys drive to the airship. And once you guys get there, you all get out and you see this scraggly looking, skinny, bearded, snaggle-toothed pirate guy. And he goes, "Hi, I'm Hank Joe, how you doing?"
I'm sorry?
Bless you.
We're
What a unique accent.
we're doing fine. How are you? I take it you're our captain.
Do I have comprehend languages?
Yeah, I'm
just
Hank
gonna,
Joe,
like,
how you doing?
Lean
I'm
into Riona's
yeah, I'm
ear,
just
like,
gonna
"Did
drive you there."
understand that?"
A little bit. It reminds me of some of the accents back in Farius.
Avron's growling. He don't like the look of this guy.
Welcome to my ship.
No.
Opalin picks Averin up and just pets him.
So you're our captain,
Yeah.
and it's Henry Joe.
Hank Joe.
Yeah.
His name is
Well,
Handjob?
Hangly Jow.
Hey,
Hank Joe.
It's
HJ.
it's a nice to meet you, Hangley.
I think it's pronounced Handjob.
Hank Joe.
Yep. See?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I take it you're gonna be taking us to our next destination.
Yeah, take it to the other city.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. Excuse me.
Scoliosis.
So mind showing us onto the ship?
Yeah, go right here up the ramp.
Right here in front of us. All right. Come on, guys.
I don't like this guy. He's plotting something.
He's on
Leona,
liquid.
teach me your ways.
It's called. Sorry. It's called growing up in Varius. I heard a lot of accents like this.
Oh yeah, fire damn place.
That it is. That is a fine damn place. You got that right.
Well, put your seatbelts on. I'm gonna take off in a second.
He said, "Put your seatbelts on. We'll be leaving in a second."
Thank God you understand. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not even doing it. I have no idea what they're saying.
Me as the player cannot understand the DM.
He- He
languages. I don't even know.
he flicks a switch and the arcane engines power up, and he goes, "All right, guys, hold on. It's gonna go fast." And
Hold on, we're gonna go fast.
How do you know?
and it takes off with a blast, and you just hear him going, "Yeah, it's a good one."
I'm like looking
What the hell
at
that
you.
means?
What did he say?
She said, "Hold on, it's a good one." I don't know what that means.
Uh,
It's a good one.
and you guys take off and are in the sky. You can unbuckle as soon as you guys are in the sky for about 20 minutes or so, and it levels out. And you guys are on your way to the sunken city of Aditya, and that's where we're gonna end our episode.
You, what the fuck
Well,
is
wait,
Uh,
Not even the
that
gods
was
can understand
amazing.
it.
I understood him just fine.
Yeah, no, that was actually pretty easy to understand.
Same, that was amazing.
I literally was just talking without spaces between my words.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I mean, that's how half the people talk around here anyway. So.
Yeah, I knew someone was gonna
Yeah.
actually understand.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the listeners, Kuma and Riona, myself, are from the south, so we know a thing or two.
We've been around Black Block.
We
Lo-
have been around that block.
Lots of auctions down there. Quick speakers. You gotta pay
Oh
attention.
god. Yeah.
So yeah, next week we'll be continuing our ride to the sunken city of Aditya. We'll meet our friends there. Who knows? It is the hometown of the ex-champion of the gods, Kaivalia. I can't talk after talking in Hangli Zhao's voice. I have to actually think about what I'm gonna say when I'm talking as him. And we will be back at 9:30 p.m. EST next Friday. To see what comes up in the story of our gallant godlets next. Let's see if will Opalin come out to the entire party? Who knows? Will Elias's truth be forced out of him with his zone of truth? Maybe. Will Rainer and Riona continue sinning? Definitely.
Excuse you, in the eyes of Nuna.
That's true. It's not fitting to Rainer.
And
No,
something
it's in the book. It's holy.
something I can definitely say you can count on next episode is Caliver performing his top-notch performances like always. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you so much. See you next week on episode 17 of Queers and Spears, The World of Saluna. That's a wrap. Good night.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.